Hi guys, I'm starting this video off on my phone, and basically, like a lot of other people, I'm behind on my GoodReads goal. Like, I am 30 books behind as of today. I need to read a book every 2 days to meet 75. It is September 16th, 17th, I think. 17th today. The bookmarks just got out, so welcome to episode 1 of Banish that bookmark. I have a cold, so I'm very congested, and I sound like whatever it is I sound like. If you don't know, GoodReads have updated, and they have bookmarks. They started them last year. They were available to view on, like, your desktop, your laptop, not on your phone. Well, not for me, on my phone. And then this year I could see them on my phone. I big fat failed the last couple, only getting like two or three. I'm gonna get all 12 this thing, and I could break it up into 3 episodes because some are released on the 1st of October and some are released on the 1st of November, and we're in September. So basically the first 3 that you'll see here, the first 3 at the top, are basically read 2 books, read 3 books, read 5 books, period. The other 2, we have community picks, and then for, I think it's heritage reads, I'm going off the top of my head because I'm filming on my phone. The only book I own on my physical TBR that is on that list is Listen for the Lie by Amy Tintera. That is a thriller. I will be reading that book, you best believe. However, in an effort to try and get the last lot of bookmarks, which I didn't, I could have, I did not. I started reading Tomorrow by Gabrielle 7. I am... well, I'm like 120 pages into this, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm watching House. When I'm reading it, I'm really enjoying it. Between reads, I do think about it, but like when I start reading again, I have to it takes a while to get into it. I don't think this is the type of book you should read when your head feels like a rain cloud. Yesterday, with my sister, not like with her, but I started How I Live Now by Meg Rossoff. If you don't know about this book, that's so fine. I'm gonna tell you about it. So we follow 15-year-old Daisy, who is a New Yorker during a wartime. I'm guessing it's World War III. They have mobile phones and there's emails, and it's like a lot. And she's sent by her dad to go live in England, in the English countryside, with her cousins. But like I said, I'm unwell. I will finish this. I will not let this be another book that's gonna sit half read on my TBR for a year. I will finish it. You best believe I will fucking finish this. I only started it because it was a prompt on the other challenge, the other set of bookmarks, but I ran out of time. But this time we're going to get all 12 bookmarks. So, book 1, on the way to finish more books for the first 3. Shadow is pissing me off, okay? I'm back at home, obviously. I've got cats. Shadow! And I've also got like a glass chess set, and he keeps fucking going on it. And he's a bit like, think of the biggest cat you can think of, and then think of like a lion cub, and he's that size. He's going under the bed. So basically, what I wanted to tell you, although I've already started this vlog and I've finished the first book, first I wanted to do my little review of How I Live Now by Meg Rossoff. I also wanted to take you through, because then we can go through all my options, whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? I'll show you Shadow, and then I'll come out. Shadow! Come here, baby. I said no. So basically, this is Shadow. Look how big he is. I have cubes for storage, and on top of one of them, which is sort of like a countertop, I have a glass chess set. Should I have put the chess set out? No, because I'm now missing a pawn, because guess who keeps coming in my room? Guess who? Shadow. Yeah. Say hi to the people. Baby, you're gonna have... Thing is though, I heard like a soft meow outside my door, and he was like on top of the bookcase in the hallway. Anyway, GoodReads. Doing doing. Right. Really exposing myself right now. Okay, on my 2025 GoodReads challenge... Cat hair. Yeah, I may be 29 books behind. I may have to read, to actually finish my goal, I may have to read 2 books, like a book every 2 days. That's fine. Anyway, we ignore that. Full challenge. So the top 3, so Page Turner, Speed Reader, and Book Boss, are just like quantity based, which is whatever.
the community picks and the Hispanic heritage is kind of what I'm focusing on for this reading vlog. Hopefully I'll get it up before the 1st of October. It's currently the 20th. So community picks, a lot of these are like dark, like fall read, like autumn reads, dark academia vibes. Some of them I've already read. So as you can see, If We Were Villains, Deadly Education, I've already read them. Babel and The Maidens, I do own. Babel, I'm currently, as you see, it says I'm currently reading. I'm on page 180. I stopped in the middle of a chapter. I'm on page 180. I could finish this, to be fair. I have a tendency, I've said this before and I'll say it again, I have a tendency to start really challenging books and then just not seeing them through. As for The Maidens, it's on my bookshelf. Because I think picking books off my physical TBR not only helps the fact that my physical TBR is over 220, but I also, it's just easier. If I had Libby, which I actually don't think I have anymore because I think my Manchester library card has run out. If you are a student at a uni, put your uni card into Libby. They often have loads of fiction books that you won't see in their library because the library is full of like textbooks and stuff. But out of those qualifying books, The Maidens and Babel, or Babel, whatever, are the only ones I own. As for Hispanic heritage, the only one I own is Amy Tintera. So as you can see, there's loads. There's loads to pick from. And a lot of these, I've read through the synopses of a few of these, and they're really interesting. But Listen for the Lie is the only one I own. And then we have 4 more bookmarks coming out in October, and then another 4 in November. My Listen for the Lie looks different. It doesn't look like the one on there. I can't help that. This is what mine looks like. This is, I'm guessing, the UK cover. She's bright. She's bright. I picked her because she was so bright. The good thing about that bookmark, or like that challenge in particular, is I am really excited to read this book. I've been eyeing up this book since the beginning of the year when I purchased it. I don't want to say it's like multimedia, but like it goes from your normal writing to then a podcast. So if you don't know what Listen for the Lie is about, we follow Lucy Chase, who supposedly, allegedly murdered her best friend Lucy. Is it Lucy? No. Her name's Lucy. Rewind, who murdered her best friend, and she doesn't remember anything about it. So on the podcast, Listen for the Lie, I think she's being interviewed, or like they're going through clues to try and figure out what has happened, how she doesn't remember. And then obviously for the other one, I can either finish Babel or read The Maidens. My review for How I Live Now, I'm giving this a 3 stars, maybe a 2.5. It's not a bad book. It's a great YA fiction, young adult teen fiction. Basically, we're following Daisy from New York, and she moves to England. A war has hit, and she's with her cousins, her blood cousins, by the way, her mother's sister's children. I just feel like, obviously, this book is about surviving the wartime, about how children navigate that experience without their legal guardians, because the cousins, her aunt Pen, so her mother's sister, works for human or like environmentalism or something, and she's in Oslo for a conference as the war breaks out. You see that, and I really enjoyed the story for that way, and the writing that Rossoff has done really reflects that. The style of writing is like a 15-year-old rambling on to her besties or whatever. Like, it's very like topical writing. Full spoiler, there is an incestuous relationship. And it's not like graphically described, and it's not disgustingly described, but it's alluded to. And I just think it was a bit unnecessary. Yes, Daisy could have had a strong bond with one of her male cousins. It did not have to be sexual, and I understand that teenagers are very like curious about that, especially when phone lines are down and you've really got nothing else to do, but then you don't turn to your cousin and think, oh, I'll do you. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I gave it a 3 stars. I may lower it to a 2.5. Take out the relationship and it's a good book. It's not like 5-star material. I didn't enjoy reading it that much, but it was definitely interesting, especially because it wasn't like World War I and World War II. It was like a new World War, because she had a smartphone. She had a mobile phone at the beginning. So it's like a new war, like if war were to break out now, I guess. But it was fought like World War II. I wouldn't recommend it though, so do with that what you will. But this does bring us like halfway to the first bookmark of like Page Turner. And as for right now, because I'm also currently reading Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabriel 7, which you will have seen, I'm now halfway through that, but it's at my boyfriend's house. So I'm actually, if I pick up a book today, it will be Listen for the Lie by Amy Tintero.
I was going to update you in the park, but I didn't. And now I'm walking home from the park, and there's cars fucking everywhere. Okay. I'm on page like 130 of Listen to the Lie. I'm enjoying it, I think. I mean, not a lot has happened, but like stuff is happening. So like not a lot is happening, and we finally got into like the crux of what is written on the blurb. And we're like now at the crux of the story, but it's taken like a third of the book to get to, which is fine. But, and it's like, I think it's 350 pages. It's like a thick thriller murder mystery. I just feel like it's too much. Okay, not too much. I'm really enjoying it. It's just not like fast paced. It's like kind of slow, and the writing is very easy to follow. It's very simple. I'm gonna read more of it, honestly. I mean, I don't know what time it is. 7:30? The chances of me finishing it tonight are slim, but not zero. Which means we only have like one more book to read for this reading vlog, and then I can wrap it up.
I wanted to update you because I am 100 pages into the Maidens. I'm on part 2, page 97. I'm not gonna lie, it's not giving what I thought it was. I thought it was gonna be closer to like If We Were Villains, because it says like you're invited to join the Maidens, but like, and I guess I've only read one part, but like we're not in the Maidens. It's giving murder mystery. It's giving Broadchurch vibes. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not thoroughly enjoying it. I'm not enjoying it. It's just, I've just read, bless me, Listen for the Lie, and I never actually told you my thoughts on that, but I've just read that, which is like a murder mystery. 3 out of the 4 books I read in September, 3 of the 5 books I read in September are murder mysteries, and that's a lot. The thing is, in this book, we follow Mariana, is a group therapist or whatever, and her niece, Zoe, lives in Cambridge. She goes to Cambridge University, and basically Zoe's friend Tara dies, who is a member of the Maidens. However, our main character doesn't know that yet, but we know that because it's on the back of the book. I really like his writing in this is a little bit different from The Silent Patient, but I read The Silent Patient 3 or 4 years ago. The writing style is very different. This is a lot more like, I don't want to say flowery, it's a lot more like deeper. And I feel like as a thriller, The Silent Patient was a lot more snappy. This is a lot more flowy, which is cool and fine and good and whatever. If you hear rattling in the background, it's the cats. Miss Suki, she does not look very happy to be here, which is rude. But I've officially finished The Maidens, which means I finished basically not the first 3, but I finished 3 of the 5 bookmarks currently available on GoodReads. I'm gonna give you my final thoughts. We've got so many cats. We've got like 7 cats. Okay, I've finished 4. Let me take a screenshot. Page Turner and Speed Reader is because I've read 3 books, and then The Maidens was for community picks, and Listen for the Lie was for Hispanic heritage. Let's go through the books. First, I read How I Live Now, because I think I was already reading this before I started the vlog, or like, I don't know. I was already reading Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. I never finished that book. I'm still halfway through it. I will get back to that book, I swear. I believe I rated this like a 3. I think if I read it as a teen, I probably wouldn't have been that annoyed. It's just the incestuous relationship. I'm not gonna lie, I've said what I've said before. It's not a bad book. I would recommend it if you were like, bless you, if you were like between the ages of 15 to 18. I would recommend this book, but otherwise, don't do it. Also, I redid my nails. Steph did them. Big slay. Next, I read Listen for the Lie. Look at this little cutie. Look at her. She's so cute. This is Fifi. She's being sold to someone down the road. It's big sad. Because I almost kept her, but I didn't because she was boring. And now she's so cute and so cuddly. You don't really know what's going on, do you? Look how tiny she is. She's our smallest cat. As you can tell, she's a kitten. Okay. Jump then. Okay, Listen for the Lie. I think I gave like 3.5. Yeah, 3.5 stars. I enjoyed this book. The beginning was a bit slow, so if you're gonna go into it and you're not a big fan of weirded out pacing, like the pacing is sort of almost a little bit all over the place. Like the beginning part was a bit slow, but as soon as we get back to her hometown, like Lucy Chase's hometown, it picks up a bit and the reading becomes a lot easier. I would recommend. What are you looking at? It was okay. It was average. And I've been wanting to read this. I bought this time last year in Asda. Whoa! He's got a hairband in his mouth. And I've been like dying to read it. I've like been eyeing it up for literally a year. And it was kind of like basic. Do you know what I'm saying? And The Maidens. I don't know if I've rated this yet. Because I love The Silent Patient. I gave it 5 stars. Whatever. Oh, I gave it 4 stars. Don't know how I feel about that. The whole thing with this book is it literally didn't go how I thought it was. I thought we were going to be following one of the members of the Maidens, and we don't. We follow Mariana, who is a psychotherapist, who is the aunt of Zoe, who is a student at Cambridge, who has friends in the Maidens clan, if you will, in the secret society. And the problem I have with like murder mysteries and thrillers is it all unravels in the last 40 pages. I'm not a big fan of that. Like all of a sudden the suspect changed, and this character, I'm sure if I reread it I'd probably pick up like clues and foreshadowing for what the character who did it would like be like, but it was so fucking deranged. But the writing was really good. I really enjoyed the story. The pacing was even. I just didn't like who they had as a suspect, as like the person who done it. In each part, so it's split into 5 parts, you get like, there's a chapter that's written from like what you presume to be the killer's POV. It's written with like a different text like this. I might lower the rating on this one. It's really good. The ending was like kind of like blunt, but you get to see like Theo Faber from Silent Patient in this, and that was really cool. What is it with these incestuous relationships and like pervy men? I just can't. So I'm not going to be reading any thrillers anytime soon. Because I'm done with them. This is Spider. This is the one I am keeping. Say hi to the people. Hi. They're cute. Love them. But they're so fucking clingy. The kittens. Anyway. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. But I did get 4 bookmarks, which is kind of a slay. Kind of not the best reads, kind of a little bit disappointing, but some of them have been on my TBR all of them have been on my TBR for a long time, so it was good to get them off. I would recommend these 2. I wouldn't recommend this one. If you have read The Maidens, let me know your thoughts on the ending in the comments, because I just can't. Gives me the ick a little bit. I might have to lower my rating to like a 3. The more I think about it, the more I get the ick. So I'm gonna go.